In this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to make these oversized makeup pads and the bag. Okay, so my daughter wanted some makeup pads and she wanted them specifically made. Okay, so I found this bucket for her to put them in, but I didn't have a lid. So y'all, I went through my lids and to my surprise, I guess, what fit was a Kentucky Fried Chicken lid, okay? And it don't fit that way. You have to turn it upside down. And I push it down, and then my bowl is sealed, or my little bucket. Okay, now she can raise her handle and carry it or whatever. She travels sometimes. So yeah, so this is the bucket. Okay, so because I wanted them to fit in this bucket, took my bucket and you got to make it bigger than this. So I flipped it up. So I had to clear my throat. And I drew around this bucket on a piece of parchment paper. And to cut it, to make it easier for me, I just folded my circle in half, okay? Because it's easier than trying to cut a circle, alright? So I've got the fabric here, and I'm going to make a few of them. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut them out all at once. I'm just using scrap fabrics, okay? This is just what I've cut on and what I've had. So I'm just using my scraps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this up and I'm going to cut one, and then I'll cut this one, and I'll have all these as the tops. You know what? I'm not going to do it that way either. I'm going to do it this way. Because if you cut your circle, now I'm a miser, just so y'all know, I don't like to waste anything. So I can put this here, and then I can turn around and probably put that there, okay? So all I'm going to do is I'm going to pin this down. Then I can get one more out of these. Two more out of them. Woohoo! So I'm going to take this and I'm going to pin it down, and I'm going to carefully cut around it. Now, if you can use a rotary cutter, more power to you. I'm not good at it, and I'm not going to do it, okay? If you had an acrylic half circle or whatever, you can use that, and that I probably would do, but I ain't, so I'm not. But now, this is specific to your bucket unless you make them this size if you don't have a bucket. And I can tell you what size that is in just a minute. Okay? Alright. So I've got my circles. I'm not used to using my pin cushion. I'm used to using my wrist cushion. But I'm not. So my circle is, let me go down here. It is a 5.5 by 5.5 circle, okay? So I'll do the rest of these later, but right now, I've got these. I don't know why I grabbed that. Put that to the side. Don't worry about that. Now, she wanted something soft on her face, so I went to the Dollar Tree for $1.25. I got one of these hooded baby towels. Okay, so I'm going to spread this out, and of course, this would be the towel part. But it looks like it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to take this, and we're not going to worry about that cute little whale up there, okay? Now I'm just going to take, this stuff sticks to my scratchy fingers. I'm a diabetic, and my skin is always dry and crackly and all that junk. But you're just going to take and this sticks to this. It's amazing, okay? Now, cut this out, okay? Okay, so once I got that cut out, see, there it is. Now, my daughter wants them big, okay? And she wanted a handle on it. So, I'm going to take I use at least 5 inches wide. And all you got to do is put this where your little thing is, And then you can use a rotary cutter or scissors and just cut straight across. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this in to the middle. I'm going to fold this into the middle. And then I'm going to fold this over and I'm going to sew both sides of this, okay? So there'll be a stitch here and a stitch here real close to it. So we now have our little handle. And I'm going to peel this back. It doesn't matter where you put it. I mean, you want it in the middle, but you know, it doesn't matter which way this is going. I have my strap in the middle and I've pinned it. Now I'm going to leave it open right here for turning, okay? But I'm just going to go sew. My needle will be in the middle and I'm going to run this right along the side of my presser foot while I'm turning, just like this right here. Now when I get here, because it's a handle, I'll probably go and back stitch and then go again on each handle. I have it sewn and I back stitched over those, and I am now going to flip it. If my fingers would stop sticking. Ugh. Now when you flip this, your handle should be on the fabric part, okay? If it's not, then flip it like this. Just, I mean, if it comes out like this, flip it like this, okay? Is what I'm saying. Alright, now I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to smooth everything out to make it a circle and not some wonky donkey looking thing here. Now I'm going to go iron this flat, okay? Make sure when you iron it, you're poking your little seam part in, but you might want to pull just a little to get it that rounded shape. Now you can make these squares if you want to. I just had a rounded bucket, okay? And I will show you something else that you can put these in, or else this video will be a little short. But now I'm going to go and I'm going to iron this down and I'm going to top stitch, taking my needle from the middle all the way to the edge, and then sew along my presser foot that way and close this thing up. And here is the makeup pads. She sticks her hand in. She wanted to stick her hand in and just be able to scrub her face real good. See what I'm saying? Because that's how she works. So she wanted this. Now this will fit right down in here. Just like that right there. And another way to do them is if you have a serger. All you got to do is lay this part down. Put this on top. And then lay this on top. Pin these. Pull the pins out and serge all the way around. Now I really, really like these. They are so much easier and they lay flatter. See what I'm saying? I like them better. So I'm probably going to serge all of hers. But if you don't have a serger, you can surely do them this way. And the handles work on both. These are so cute. I can't believe I gave her my little fabric here. But I'm going to show you how to make something else to put these in. She may want something else to put these in, even though this right here is genius. KFC lid on a bucket. I mean, I don't know. But anyways, we'll see. It depends on if she wants to soak them in her solution or not. Then she'll use the bucket. If she don't, then we'll use this little bag I'm going to create. But let me clean this mess up and get some fabric and get my stuff cut for you, okay? So I told you I'm going to be using coordinating fabric, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these and I'm going to give it a little room here, all right? And I am going to just simply go over about that far. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to go up. All right, so I need it about right there. This is how my mind does things. If yours does it different, then do it different. I'm going to give it a little room. Let me make sure this will work. This is going to be my top, okay? So I'm going to cut this in half. Now, you make your bag according to the size. Most people's little rounds are not this big, but this is, like I said, my daughter wanted these, and when your daughter wants it, your daughter gets it, okay? So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to iron this in, just like this, on both sides. I want both sides ironed in on both pieces, okay? Okay, so what I've done was I zigzagged my edges because I don't want them popping up for what I'm going to do. And this is going to be the top of my bag, okay? Now this bag is so super simple to make. Now you can, I'm going to use interfacing, I guess, to seal it. Or, you know, I mean, you know, I'm going to have a lining in there is what I'm talking about. I'm trying to say. But it ain't what I'm saying. But anyways, I've done both of those and then folded them in half. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to line this up, and that gives me plenty of room on the outside here for a pretty good size little bag, okay? So I'm going to cut this off right along this edge right here. And this is this will be my bag, okay? Now I've got some polka dot fabric that matches, and I am just going to fold it, and I'm going to lay my bag on here, and I'm going to cut around my bag. So what I want to do is I want to take this and sew it just like this, but I want to take this and I'm going to sew it like this, right sides together on both. Okay, I've got my two things here, and I clipped off my uglies. I'm going to take these, and I'm going to, no, leave that like this. My bad. I don't know what I'm thinking. Leave this one like this. Turn this one inside out. Y'all, I've had too much coffee. I am shaking and everything else. Trying to do this. I'm so crazy. But anyways, this will be the bag, all right? This is going to be your lining of your bag. So poke your lining of your bag down in your bag, matching up your side seams. Y'all, this is such an easy little bag right here. And it's going to be cute. It's going to be cute. Alright, match these up. Don't matter how these lay. Just match these up. Now, take these right here and match these to this, okay? We're going to be pinning this. We're going to sew this part to this. Now I am going to serge it. If you don't have a serger, zigzag. Zigzag this edge. Now what you end up with, you will have it zigzagged, or I have mine serged, is this, okay? So what you're going to do now is you're going to flip this edge up. Now you can stitch around this, push that in and stitch around it if you want to. Now I am, just to make it look more presentable, and hold this down. So all I'm going to do is iron this seam down, okay? Get a nice edge right there and do the same, and I'm going to just top stitch right along the edge of this, alright? That's all I'm going to do. Okay, so I top stitched around this to hold that down. Now, I am going to put a drawstring in there. I bought this at Walmart, okay? It's just clothesline, but it is polyester. So the way I'm going to measure this, okay? Now if I want to cut it down, I can. But I'm just going to take this and I'm going to have it coming out one side, okay? So it's going to tie from one side, not two sides. I don't even think she'd want to tie it on one side. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to cut this off. Now I'm going to grab my lighter, and I'm carefully going to like this. And just melt that. And I didn't realize my cord was in the way. I'm so sorry. I'm just a mess right now. My grandson come in here and got me all messed up. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So I'm going to take this right here. And I love this thing. And I'm going to put it in here. Whew, that's tight. It's in there, okay? Take this now, and no, I want to go in this side, because, I mean, I don't guess it matters. It's reversible. I don't know. I'm weird. I'm so weird. Put it in one of your ends, okay? Pull that sucker out. Don't pull it out too far. Then take it, put it in the other side, and pull that thing out. Now, if you don't have one of these, you can use a safety pin. Almost said clothespin because I'm working with clothes wire, but a safety pin or whatever it is you have. Now I'm gonna tie a big old knot on here, okay? And just maybe that won't come through there. If it does, my daughter knows how to restring it or give it to me to restring it or whatever needs to be done. Now this thing is washable, so if you don't want to lose your pads, you could just throw them in here and wash it. Now all you have to do is take this and draw it up. Now she may want this as opposed to this. Like I said, I don't know if she's going to add liquid to it. You obviously can't do this with this. And mine are big, and like I said, they're 5 by 5 when they get done. But that's because she wants to literally wash her face with this and not ruin wash rags. Okay? So you ask and you shall receive, right? So that's my little tutorial on these right here. If you like this video, please leave me a big thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. Remember, you are a blessing. Until next time, goodbye.